Stories of giants exist in many cultures. There were reports of gigantic human skeletons and other remains unearthed in many parts of North America. In 1856, local newspapers carried reports of a decayed human skeleton which eyewitnesses claimed to be 3.28 meter, 10 feet 9 inches tall, unearthed by laborers plowing in a field in East Wheeling, West Virginia. This was dismissed as a hoax, however, when 3 bullets were found in its skull. But these bullets were not described, hence they might just have been copper or lead pellets. The final resting place of this giant is unknown, so we may never really know its identity. In 1833, soldiers digging a pit for a powder magazine at Lompoc Rancho, California, unearthed a 3.6 meter, 12-foot skeleton which had a distinctive double row of teeth. There were also huge axes, carved shells, and porphyry blocks bearing obscure symbols associated with it. The skeleton and the artifacts were secretly reburied, an exact location lost when locals started venerating them. In 1911, several mummified remains of red hair humans ranging from 2 to 2.5 meter tall were discovered in Lovelock Cave, Nevada by a guano mining operation. According to the local Paiute Indians' legends, these people were called the Saitikas. But scientists were oddly reluctant to investigate these skeletons, and they were eventually discarded by the miners. Fortunately, one of the Lovelock giant skulls was preserved along with some related bones and artifacts at the Humboldt Museum, Nevada. The most distinctive giants, however, were found in the 1800s at Tioga Point, Pennsylvania. These findings were recounted in Robert Lemon's book Forbidden Land. According to the book, the bones of 68 men were found which were believed to have been buried around the year 1200. The average height of these men was 7 feet and many were taller. On some of these skulls, 2 inches above the forehead were protuberances of bones or horns which had been there since birth. Further investigations, however, found no evidence for the existence of horned giants. The skeletons were merely those of taller than average humans. At the time, the Europeans were on average around 6 inches shorter than the native Indians, so anyone taller than 6 feet would seem like a giant to the generally shorter Europeans. Another reason was that the remains were misidentified as human when they actually belonged to an extinct animal species. To someone not trained in osteology, apart from the human skull, any skeletal remains of an animal would resemble that of a human. Explorer Hugh Newman and author Jim Vieira did their research on giants in Great Britain and co-authored The Giants of Stone Age and Ancient Britain about the holistic history of Britain and traces hints of giants such as the Giant of Gore, the Giant of Wiltshire, the 2 giants of Scotland, and several others. Then there is also the 4,000-year-old Longshan giant discovered in China in 2006. This 193 centimeter long specimen was of a young male about 16 to 18 years of age. It had characteristics of the Mongoloid race which resembled those of modern Southern Asians.